Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Hollywood is no stranger to rivalries, but few are as legendary as the feud between Bette Davis and her ultimate nemesis. Behind the glitz and glamour of old Hollywood lies a tale of betrayal, heartbreak, and revenge that spanned decades. Who was the co-star Bette Davis vowed never to forgive, and why? From love triangles to on-set sabotage, this story is packed with drama that even the silver screen couldn't contain. Buckle up, this one's a classic. Joan Crawford's calculated sabotage. One of the most shocking moments in the heated feud between Bette Davis and Joan Crawford took place in 1933, when Universal Studios planned to announce Davis as the industry's next big star. Davis had worked hard for this milestone, so she was thrilled to see her name in bold headlines. But unbeknownst to her, Crawford had her own plan to steal the spotlight. On the very day Universal was set to release its big news, Crawford stunned the press by announcing her divorce from Douglas Fairbanks Jr. This bombshell rocked Hollywood, and Davis's big moment was buried beneath Crawford's more sensational story. Many believed Crawford chose that exact moment to overshadow Davis, knowing it would stir up maximum publicity for herself. From that day on, Davis felt betrayed and vowed never to forgive Crawford. Their rivalry only grew harsher in the years that followed, fueled by professional competition and personal slights. Davis saw Crawford as cunning and manipulative, while Crawford saw Davis as arrogant and overbearing. This calculated sabotage added a spark to their fiery dynamic, setting the stage for further drama, especially during the making of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Despite their combined cinematic success, the bad blood never truly faded. Davis often shared how hurt she was by Crawford's actions. Meanwhile, Crawford displayed little regret, insisting it was just how the game was played. Historians now view that single move in 1933 as the first major blow in one of Hollywood's most famous feuds, reminding us that even star power can be overshadowed by the cunning of a determined rival. Some say it was a clever media strategy, while others saw it as pure cruelty. Either way, it left a scar. Love triangle with Franchot tone. Bette Davis never expected that her time filming the 1935 movie Dangerous would lead to one of Hollywood's most famous love triangles. She was instantly attracted to her co-star, Franchot Tone, who was not only charming but also deeply dedicated to his craft. Davis believed they shared a true bond that went beyond the screen, and her feelings for him grew stronger each day. However, her dreams soon shattered when Joan Crawford, already a big star, joined the picture. Crawford set her sights on Tone, and she succeeded in winning his affection. The swift courtship between Crawford and Tone blindsided Davis. She felt betrayed by both her co-star for choosing Crawford and by Crawford herself for rushing in to claim Tone's heart. Rumor has it that Crawford enjoyed taunting Davis by showing off her relationship with Tone so openly. This twist of fate hit Davis hard, as she felt Tone was the one man who understood her. Davis later admitted that she had fallen in love with him, and the bitterness of losing him fueled her feud with Crawford for decades. Their rivalry took center stage in the press, giving fans a scandal they devoured. Some think Tone was unaware of how deeply Davis cared for him. Others claim Crawford intentionally drew him in, hoping to wound Davis. Whatever the truth, this high-profile love triangle remains a key chapter in old Hollywood lore. It shaped the public image of Davis and Crawford, two legendary performers locked in a personal and professional battle that continued to echo through the ages. Even today, fans remain fascinated by the tension and heartache that sparked one of Hollywood's greatest rivalries. The memory often lingers on, proving love changes everything. On-set tensions on Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Filming Whatever Happened to Baby Jane in 1962 was filled with tension, mostly because of the long-standing feud between its two stars, Bette Davis and Joan Crawford. They had clashed for years over stolen lovers, stolen headlines, and bitter remarks. By the time they came together for this shocking tale of two sisters trapped in a warped household, their relationship was already beyond repair. On set, rumor says Davis would snap at Crawford for minor mistakes, while Crawford complained that Davis made constant little jabs. Everyone felt the strain, and crew members feared the worst. Bette Davis often refused to speak with Crawford unless they were filming, and their mutual hostility bled into each scene. Legend has it that Davis insisted on using excessive force during certain scenes, leaving Crawford bruised and upset. Meanwhile, Crawford brought extra weights to set, secretly placing them in her costume so that Davis would strain while lifting, or dragging her. These power struggles kept the crew on edge. Director Robert Aldrich tried to maintain order, but even he could not ease the deep animosity between the two icons icons of classic cinema. Despite the chaos, their rivalry added a unique energy to the film, and the final result was a critical and commercial triumph. Audiences were mesmerized by the raw tension on screen, unaware of how genuine it truly was. Davis earned an Oscar nomination for her chilling portrayal of Baby Jane, while Crawford felt overshadowed, fueling even more bitterness. Crew members later recalled the set as both thrilling and terrifying, a direct product of the star's hatred. In the end, real-life friction gave the movie lasting power, but it also left emotional scars that never truly healed away. Crawford's cutting remarks at the Oscars. The 1936 Oscars were a turning point for Bette Davis. She had just won her first Academy Award for her role in Dangerous, but the night wasn't entirely a celebration. Joan Crawford, her longtime rival, managed to turn Davis's moment of triumph into another bitter memory. The tension began long before the ceremony. Davis had been convinced she wouldn't win and didn't bother wearing a glamorous gown, opting instead for something simple and unflattering. But when her name was announced as the winner, she was forced to take the stage in an outfit she later described as a housecoat. The media had a field day with her look, but the real blow came from Crawford. According to reports, Crawford couldn't resist taunting Davis after the win. She allegedly made a cruel remark, saying that Franchot Tone, the man at the center of their infamous love triangle, had chosen her, Crawford, because Davis was nothing more than a great actress, implying she lacked beauty or charm. The comment stung deeply, hitting Davis where it hurt most, her insecurities about her appearance. This jab wasn't just petty, it reignited the already burning feud between the two legendary actresses. For Davis, the Oscars became a reminder not of her success, but of the rivalry and personal pain that Crawford seemed determined to fuel. Though Davis went on to have an extraordinary career, with multiple Oscars and iconic roles, she never forgot Crawford's cutting words. The feud between them only grew stronger in the years that followed, reaching its peak during the filming of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. To this day, their rivalry remains one of Hollywood's most infamous dramas, full of triumphs, insults, and unforgettable moments. Legacy of the feud. The feud between Bette Davis and Joan Crawford left a lasting mark on Hollywood culture. It began with small acts of rivalry, such as overshadowing public announcements, but soon became a legendary battle that fascinated fans. Their conflicts reached new heights when they worked together on Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, turning the set into a battleground of petty pranks and sly insults. This tension actually contributed to the film's success and cemented its place in history. Moviegoers were captivated by the raw emotion that spilled off the screen, and many believed the actresses' real feelings powered their intense performances. Their feud was further fueled by events like Crawford's sly move at the 1936 Oscars, where she made biting comments after Davis's surprise win. Fans and reporters alike reveled in the drama, turning both women into larger-than-life figures whose rivalry became part of Hollywood lore. The legacy of their long-running fight still influences discussions around strong women in entertainment. Some argue that the studios exploited their public animosity to generate headlines and sell tickets, while others believe it reflected a deeper battle over status and success. Despite the tension, both stars enjoyed decades of impressive work, proving that their professional dedication remained strong even when personal hostility threatened to overshadow their talents. Modern audiences remain fascinated by their rivalry, which set the stage for later public spats among celebrities. Documentaries, books, and television series continue to revisit their story, blending fact with rumor to keep curiosity alive. Fans debate who was right or wrong, but most agree that this fabled clash helped give classic Hollywood its allure. The feud's lasting power shows how off-screen conflicts can sometimes become as famous as the films themselves.